So today we're going to be running through a quick and easy upgrade to your Camec door. Now, one of the common failures with these Camec doors is the plastic door handle will actually fatigue over time and then break off inside the door handle. Then you're left with trying to jerry-rig something up to, so you can open the door until you get a replacement. So I thought I'd be ahead of the curve and replace it with something much stronger before it actually does break. Now, these ones here are from Gone Outback Spares. Now, not paid or endorsed by these guys at all. However, I reckon it's a pretty good upgrade. Now, these are made out of aluminium and they're powder coated black and they're a direct replacement. So what we'll do now is we'll take this one apart, throw this one in and show you how simple and easy it is. So taking a look at the handle, as you can see, it's a nice powder coated black aluminium and it is really well finished. The only improvement they have made is they had put these nice little slots in there. I suppose that's for a little bit of extra grip, and they come with a brand new spring as well. To do the install, all you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead. So with the screen door separated from the main door, we now want to remove the handle assembly by removing the 3 screws that hold it on. The first screw is located at the top, the second screw is below the handle, and to expose the third screw, just push this button down, slide the locking latch down, and the third one is there. So we'll undo them now and we can remove the handle. So now we've removed the 3 screws that hold the handle on. What we want to do is slide the locking lever up so the handle pops out. Then from here, we can then just take the front part of the handle out. Now, you don't need to remove the back part of the handle if you don't want to, and you can put a bit of tape there if you want. So now we have the handle off, what we need to do is separate the locking mechanism from the handle body. What we need to do is put a little bit of pressure on the barrel here with my finger, and then just here is a little clip that we sort of need to flex back. Don't flex it back too much because you don't want to break that. We just apply a little bit of pressure like that to sort of free it up, and then that will then just pop out, like so. So here's the 2 handles side by side. Here's the Camec one, and there is the Gone Outback Spares one. And as you can see, the profiles are identical. Even when we overlay them on top of each other, you can see, besides the actual lines that they've added on to the Gone Outback Spares one, the profile is perfect. Now, I will say this one is a little bit weightier. However, I don't think it's going to affect the operation of the door. So the handle is going to come with a brand new spring. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that that spring orientation is correct. There is a little notch on the side there of the handle. And what we need to do, apply a little bit of pressure to the spring, rotate that spring around so it sits in that notch. And so it'll look like this. Then we grab our handle body, we slide this in like this. The spring will get pushed up against the top here. We rotate that like that, and then it sits in. Next part of the install is just getting our lock mechanism and sliding that into our handle assembly. Simply just slide it in like that, push down, and click it into place. So if you've done that correctly, you should now be able to open the handle like this, and it should spring back. So one more step before we insert the handle into the door. All we need to do is rotate the assembly so it opens the handle. We then simply slide this into the door. This will click in, and then it's just the 3 screws to put back in. So now we have our 3 screws all snugged up. We just want to go ahead and test the handle before we go and close the door. So grab the outside of the handle. We can see the latch mechanism working from the outside. From the inside, we can see it operating as well. So that's a job well done. Well, there it is, guys, all installed. That took less than 10 minutes to fit, and I'm pretty happy with the results. I reckon it's a worthy upgrade on any Camec door. Anyway, as I said, I'm not associated or affiliated with these guys at all. However, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below where you can get your own. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. We've got trip updates, we've got more install reviews and also product reviews. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you around.